Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us. This is Thomas reporting for Avian News. I'm here today at the World Hydrogen Expo, and my next guest is Ms. Audrey Ma from Refire.
Hello, Tom.
Could you introduce yourself a little bit and tell us a little bit about the work that you're doing?
So my name is Audrey, Audrey Ma. I come from a company called Refire. We're headquartered in Shanghai, and we're one of the leading hydrogen technology companies in China, having deployed more than 10,000 fuel cell systems. And many of those are serving the mobility sectors and some serving stationary power sectors as well. We have about 26% of China's market share, and we have 350 million kilometers already on our fuel cell systems through somebody's bus or truck.
Okay. And you were one of the speakers here today.
Yes.
So what was the contents of your speech?
Right, so I was given a very large topic, which is to talk about the North Asia's hydrogen status and development. And there's a lot happening in the North Asia, in particular China, South Korea, as well as Japan. So I started by giving a snapshot of where we are collectively in 2025. But all the three countries are very different also, it has its own, have their own characteristics. So China specifically has very strong momentum in hydrogen production, particularly in renewables, so green hydrogen production, counting to be about 50% of the global volume and 56% of the capacity installed. And matching that is a 35% of the global binding offtake already secured, so that we're seeing this very good matching of supply and demand in China from renewables and offtake, particularly coming from ammonia, refinery, and power, accounting to be about 80% of that offtake pool. And this is going toward 2030. So we will be seeing good momentum in China. In Korea and in Japan, also very good movement, more concentrated in coal-firing plant, using ammonia to decarbonize some of the younger coal power plant fleets. So in Korea, we have this program called CHPS, which the government has heavily incentivizing the power companies to use ammonia to decarbonize their plant. And the ambition is to go completely renewable through hydrogen in the gas turbines. But let's not forget the harder to obey sectors, and that's what's beginning first. And in Japan, there is the CFD program, Contract for Difference program, which has earmarked $20 billion to subsidize, again, the power sectors to begin with. And Japan, and both Japan and Korea, Japan in particular, has a shortage of renewable power supply, hydrogen therefore, renewable hydrogen as well as ammonia. So we're looking at quite a bit of import in these two countries in the nearby continents. And the 20 billion earmarked the first phase is already oversubscribing. So it's a good momentum too in these two countries as we talk about the larger hydrogen scope. And equally important and interestingly, these three countries are very strong in hydrogen mobility, which collectively we believe this is the entry point that's going to unlock what we call hydrogen economy. I think this is coined by Japan. And the chemical segment, the powers, this is powering the economy, but it's very far from our everyday life. But mobility, it's outside, the bus, it's the truck that's delivering.
It's more immediate for the average person.
It's right there. And in the case of Korea, more than 40,000 of Hyundai Nexos are deployed here. So that's your car that you're driving on a daily basis. So that's very, very, very tangible. So altogether, these three countries, we have deployed and registered more than 85,000 vehicles, and that's more than 80% of the global volume. Mind you, most of the global vehicles are produced out of these three countries. So this is a very strong momentum. And individually, these momentum were built collectively by consistent, logical, and encompassing good policies. as well as very strong industrial alliances on the ground. In Japan in particular, more of a focus will be concentrated in 5 selected regions, with Tokyo being a very good leading example of a mixture of buses, trucks, as well as taxis. They plan to deploy 600 taxis by 2030. Good program to watch. In Korea is already leading the pack in terms of passenger vehicle deployment, particularly for the Korean market. And the government has just announced a new program to convert 21,000 buses by 2030. So that's going to gain a lot of momentum in the next 5 years.
So we might be seeing them out on the street soon.
You can already see them. There are over 2,000 buses already in Korea, and times 10 in 5 years. So you will be seeing them, and make sure to take one. It's a very nice ride. And in China, the country has adopted a very distinct commercial vehicle approach. So of all the 31,000 vehicles that are deployed in China, 99% of those are buses and trucks, particularly heavy-duty trucks. In the past 2 years, more than 70% of the total vehicle deployed are in the heavy-duty segment. And again, that's put together by a very cohesive program that started in 2021 with 5 city clusters, which encompass over 40 different cities in these 5 clusters. And we have good support for vehicle, for the refueling station build-up, and as well as operations. And now we're seeing all these vehicles deployed through bulk logistics, e-commerce, that are used in bus transit in the cities as well as coach transits, intracity. We're seeing port decarbonization made possible by these yard trucks, as well as some of these heavy equipments are also being fueled by hydrogen via fuel cell, such as reach stackers and gantry cranes. In addition to that, we are also moving mobility beyond just road mobility in China. We are deploying locomotives that are fueled by fuel cell for export market. The first train that we did with CRIC is now deployed in Chile, and mining trucks. And going beyond just mobility, or is complementing the battery electric mobility, we're using hydrogen via fuel cell, building superchargers that are completely off-grid, super fast to be deployed, and can fuel the uptick of the battery electric adoption that we're seeing also ramping up fast here in this region. So of our supercharger service, we already have more than 120 subscribed users. So instead of trickle charging, they can charge a 800-volt platform in about 12 minutes to 18 minutes, depending on how big of a car it is. So we're looking at hydrogen for mobility tangibly in these 3 countries, China, Korea, and Japan. And again, it goes without saying that all this wonderful work that's done is a collective effort by the partnership, government and industry, and also within industry, of everything from electrons to molecules, to the fuel cell technology, to the OEM's effort, to the fleet effort, to the drivers, and to the after-sales service. And this has to be put together in one envelope for it to work. And we are leading the pack out of East Asia region. So I was very proud to present this deck to the audience, and it was a very large undertaking.
Well, you clearly have a lot of knowledge about this field, and I thank you for sharing a little bit of your insight with us here.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.